The paper tiger, the rock lizard, and the scissors tiger.
No, it's paper tiger,
Paper tiger, yeah.
rock lobster, and scissor lizard.
Scissor lizard.
Scissor lizard.
Nice. But yeah,
What is it?
Raiden is a very strong locals player. He has been playing Delver since I first encountered him like 4 years ago. It is all he plays in Modern and Legacy, and everyone's just sort of joined him.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like the legacy players in Nashville are like that. We fire legacy
Bi-weekly.
FNMs bi-weekly. Basically run almost entirely by like Justin just supports half the players who.
Yes and no.
People have been buying their own.
Only the CDH players rely on Justin.
Interesting.
Everyone else brings their own deck.
Okay, that's
Everyone
fair.
has their sort of identity. And does he win?
Scissor Lizard.
He does.
Or Bantanadu will be on the play.
Yeah, almost indefinitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the legacy scene. The legacy scene here I found was in the couple months that I did play Bug Beanstalk. Super cool, super friendly, more than willing to just jam games, and more importantly lend out cards, which is when you were lending out these high dollar cards.
Thank you, Beta Counterspell. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. When you're willing to lend out these high end cards, you know, it comes with a lot of trust.
It does. But it's nice that God, that deck's so pretty. You can just see out of the corner, like the very sliver of cards. Let's see, opening hands. We have Ori's.
This is Raiden.
Oh, that's Raiden's. Okay, Raiden we got first.
Raiden, we've got a Polluted Delta, Psychic Frog, a Tameo, another Polluted Delta, Ponder, Wasteland, and
that's good.
That is a
very strong hand.
And then Ori's side, we've got a Beseiju, Windswept Heath Forest, 2 Force of Wills, notably altered, right? Because it didn't come in Japanese.
I don't remember. I think it did. Yeah, his entire list is in Japanese.
I believe this is a Green Sun Zenith and then a Nadu as well.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare. So starting off with the Forest, Green Sun Zenith for Dryad Arbor. Solid start. Just ramping up. Do you play the Wasteland here? I don't think you play the Wasteland here. I think you land Ponder.
So there's a couple decision paths here. You can't just waste.
Just gotta immediately Wasteland. All right, just reset. I feel that feels kind of like it feels kind of like casting Green Sun there was a time walk.
It definitely feels bad to be Ori there.
No, I mean like Raiden do just like Ori cast Green Sun on turn 1, and then Raiden did nothing but blow it up.
I think hitting the extra mana source is big.
Right.
I don't know.
That's fair. But it because he still has a land. So I don't know if I would want to Wasteland on turn 1. But then also you're playing blue black tempo. You're fine. The full text land. Yes. Love it. I love those.
Yeah, I don't.
Because I think he's just gonna like Tameo.
He does still have the Ponder as an option here.
Yes. A little bit of a Dex issue there.
Yeah.
Okay, Ponder. Yeah. Ponder resolves. There's no reason to force it here. I didn't quite see what it was.
I think there was a Wasteland in that pile. Yeah, Wasteland's on the right.
Looks like Wasteland Force.
The Force being here is massive. However,
or having double Force.
Yeah.
I don't think he would pitch. He might pitch the Nadu, but it would have to be really important.
I don't think he will probably be Force pitching Force.
Probably. Especially
because he already used the Green Sun to grab the early Dryad Arbor.
Hedge Maze.
I also
to Hedge Maze.
Yeah, I imagine Raiden knows this matchup very well.
Yes. Bant Nadu is one of the most popular decks in the format. There's no way he's not practiced against this. I am pretty sure Ori's only played a couple games on this deck. He was telling me about it the other day, that like just did a little bit. He was like, it'll be fine, we'll just wing it. coming down, slamming the Nadu. Do we see the force here? He's got it. Yep. Okay. Force pitching
pitch
frog.
Into force
pitch ponder. Okay, he drew a ponder. Fantastic. Much better to pitch that than the force.
Yeah, I'm glad. Nadu's gonna resolve.
That is
Nadu's
strong
gonna
start.
resolve, and he doesn't have and Raiden does not have a threat on board.
Yes.
That is very unfortunate.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for, in my opinion, that's what you get for wastelanding on turn 1. But then again, he would have had, so it would have been turn 2 Nadu into turn 2 Psychic Frog. I think turn 2, untapping with a Nadu on turn 2 is just so much more powerful than untapping with a Psychic Frog onto turn 3.
Yeah.
Because you can just do so much. But notably, Ori did not have, so we've seen the forest, the fetch. He still has his Boseiju.
And the other force.
And the other force.
But doesn't look like he has another blue
he's
source.
wastelanding. Okay, yeah, wastelanding the savannah
Into Tamio.
Yep. All right, that's fair. Trying his hardest to keep him off of 3 mana. Let's see. I don't know. Having to read. Yeah. Me too, Ori. Me too. I opened the Rouse Eric in my box.
I remember. Did
It
you
was
sell
really-
it in time?
No.
Did you sell it at all?
No, I still have it. It's really pretty.
How much is it worth?
I think it's like $20. Maybe. That'd be my guess. Just blind guess. All right. Taking the
Yeah, there's not a ton for Ori to need to do here.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is there's not a ton of ways for
doesn't-
him to continue to advance his game plan.
Yeah. So he's just gonna have to draw out of it. That is a Nethergoyf. It looks like waiting.
Yeah, there's another Goyf, there's a Frog, there's a Murktide, and
I don't know what's better.
The funny thing here is
Yeah. Investigate.
Raiden's not behind.
Not in a bad position.
We've resolved the Nadu and we fought over the Nadu. But if I'm Raiden, I don't feel behind here.
No.
Wasteland and then
Double Wasteland. So Ori is off of white mana. I mean, he has his Misty there.
yeah, he's got another. I imagine he's down at least 2 Savannahs.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All four.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's mostly a green deck. Like the Sylvan Safekeeper. Yeah, because you need it for the nomads.
4 Savannah instead of 4 Trop, really?
Nomads in core. And swords, I think.
Okay. I mean, sure.
The Agatha's Soul Cauldron is a really interesting include because it turns all of your creatures into nomads in core.
This is Caracas. Okay, fine.
He's playing
the universe's beyond card got me. I didn't know there was a Caracas.
Who's the boomer now?
Okay, all right.
Let's see. Untapping with resolved the Psychic Frog. They didn't fight over it.
Yeah.
He's untapping, notably leaving the Misty uncracked. Main phase crack. Okay, maybe he drew.
I think maybe he just drew a little too fast. There's not a ton of benefit unless he wanted to see one more card before.
He might have. Well, he might have top decked the Nomads.
Top decking the Nomads, you're crazy.
So grabbing the one of Tundra. That makes sense, I think, because it's the. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yep, and
he did top deck the Nomads on core.
The Nomads in core.
And
is going to immediately. So fun fact we found out about Nomads in core, it actually goes first in, first out with the ability.
What do you mean?
So like if you target Nadu with Nomads in core, and then you target like say the Delighted Halfling.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
The Delighted Halfling will not die. Like the Delighted Halfling's damage will happen after damage to Nadu. Because of how it's a replacement effect.
Oh.
So because it's a replacement effect, that damage doesn't actually happen. So it doesn't like it's not a trigger thing. So it's not multiple triggers on the stack. It's the first piece of damage gets pushed to Nadu, and then the damage will all go to Nadu until there is damage to roll over into the Delighted Halfling. It's really interesting.
Wild.
Yeah, it is very backwards from what most
How most of this
how almost
cards
all
work.
of Magic works.
Yeah.
It's just it's a little backwards, it's a little counterintuitive, but it provides, like, it's interactions like this that really reward grinding the format, knowing exactly what it is you're doing, knowing exactly every matchup.
Yeah, no.
So Ori's looking at his hand, he still has his force. I don't know why I'm trying to, like, turn my head.
I think Ori's very much ahead here.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know why I thought Nomads on card would immediately. I forgot that thankfully Nadu has a slight constriction of twice per turn.
Yes. If it were not twice per turn, the game would be over. This is not breakfast. This is breakfast, but it's not breakfast.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not.
No, this isn't breakfast at all. There's
breakfast
notably no Thoracle in the board.
There's no cephalid
Nope.
illusionist. No, none of that.
Yeah.
So it is actually just Bant value. So all in on the, not all in, but Bant value beats with the Nadu package, which is great. Will always be good.
Oh.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
So the and the fact that, again, I love the one of Agatha's Soul Cauldron include, because you can cast it off of Delighted Halfling, making it uncounterable. So, and then if there's a Nomads in the yard that, like, died from previous, like, damage blocks or whatever, it just immediately, like, hey, by the way, I have a Bristly Bill and a Nadu, and the game is now over. Surprise, surprise. What is...
It is to keep track.
Okay.
So if it's on the right of the paper.
I see. So 0, 2. Okay.
Yeah. 0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2. Okay, cool.
Just for maximum clarity.
Yeah. Nadu makes, so if for, not even for power reasons, for tracking purposes, Nadu is just such a rough card. So it does make sense with the expectation of it getting banned, because it's just, okay, we're just immediately going to Team 2. Yeah,
I would as well.
Yeah, that's just so hard to come back from. Life totals just not even that far, but not even that far, like, behind each other, or no, one. It just, the value that Ori had there was just very... Yeah. So,
it is not close.
Let's go
If you're right in here, what do you even board in?
So I guess, like...
Sure, shoot the sheriff as an additional way to just kill the Nadu on site.
Remind me what Barrowgoyf does.
Barrowgoyf is Death Touch Lifelink. It has star power and then star +1 toughness. Equal to number of card types in all graveyards +1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. If you do, put a creature card from among them into your hand. It doesn't do a ton here.
It doesn't do a ton. Maybe definitely Harbinger of the Seas.
Harbinger of the Seas is an immediate auto include.
Gotta come in.
I don't think I saw any basics here.
One of Island, one of Forest.
Yeah.
Sure. One of Plains. Just for the wastelands, just for the stacks pieces. The Blood Moon or Flood Moon effects.
Yeah. This is definitely.
God,
you definitely have to mulligan to Thoughtseize in this matchup.
Yeah,
we gotta hit the Nadu or just any piece to get rid of, like, the tutor pieces.
Yeah. No, it's just it seems like a very difficult matchup for blue-black tempo.
You think it wouldn't be, just due to the amount of removal and the sleep, but I guess he just didn't see it.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, his keep was
double Psychic Frog.
Yeah.
Going in blind, double land, like 3 land, Tamiyo, Psychic Frog, and Ponder. That's just great.
Bro, he's got a Nadu on his shirt. What do you mean? Going in blind? No, it's purely theoretical. Liz and I have had insider information that Ori's going to be playing Nadu ahead of time. But yeah, I think going in blind, it is a perfectly acceptable keep.
I mean, I wear my Mardu summer t-shirt and then play Grixis
To what?
events.
That
I go to things. I touch grass.
to events.
Event 4 months ago. Anyway, but no, yeah, like I guess it is a little bit of a tell.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people do that. Like bluffing.
Yeah. You can't. Are they? I do appreciate that both of them are players that actually shuffle their opponent's decks.
Yes. Like it is. I'm always with players that I know. I will trust them to shuffle my deck. With opponents, I would prefer I prefer them to ask a judge to randomize my deck, because I don't know how you shuffle. I don't know, like, how are you gonna like riffle shuffle this? Like, I don't trust you.
Sure.
I have seen people literally pick up my deck when I was playing standard, pick up my deck and just riffle shuffle it, and I'm like, my brother in Christ,
Yeah.
please do not do this. That deck is like, some of these decks are worth more than people's cars, houses.
We are getting our first.
Yep, we're getting our openers.
Yeah.
All right, I definitely see a Nadu. I definitely see a Tropical Island, a Savannah, and a Tundra.
Yeah. He's already got his entire mana base.
Let's see.
Raiden's Keep is this one?
Double Force, Brazen Bar, Double Polluted Delta, Fatal Push, and Nethergoyf. All right. We love to see it. And then Ori's, yeah, double, like one of each of his duels. Double Green Sun Zenith, Delighted Halfling Nadu.
As both of these players can ask for better keeps.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. Yeah, turn one Nethergoyf, of course.
Yep.
So does Ori Green Sun for one, or Delighted Halfling?
Yeah.
Delighted Halfling. Okay.
I definitely think it's a Delighted Halfling. Unfortunately, he's got the response of just,
because just in case he has a wasteland in hand, it makes sense because I don't want to get wastelanded again.
Mm-hmm.
Fatal Push.
Fatal Push. Yep. Play the land pass.
Land go.
Or combat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's yes.
Did he have another game turn one action?
No, it was 11.
So maybe he just top decked something. Because I am curious as to what he's.
No, because Nethergoyf into Fatal Push makes perfect sense.
Turn one Surveil to increase the damage potentially. He does a double force in hand, so he's got to feel very comfortable there.
Yeah. Like force pitching Brazen Bar here. If I'm Ori's only running one Dryad Arbor, so he can't like turn to land Green Sun Zenith.
Mm-hmm.
But what he could do, no, I mean he could Green Sun Zenith for Sylvan Safekeeper. I wouldn't do it yet, but like having access to just an immediate Safekeeper when he needs it,
yeah,
pretty solid.
I think from Ori's perspective, I do think Raiden's telling that he
Green Sun's
X equals 1 or
X equals 0.
Yeah.
Going to get, he's like, do you have, trying to bait out counter magic.
I think as Raiden, you're always letting this one go.
Yeah, because you have 4 wastelands.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, neat, bud.
Yeah, but my original pause was debating on whether or not you grab Green Sun Zenith X equals 1. I think that eats a force.
X equals 1, because he's on, what are his other 1-drops? I know there's the Sylvan Safekeeper.
But I was thinking just another Delighted Halfling.
Bop or Delighted Halfling, yeah, that makes sense. Also, fun fact, Keen-Eyed Curator. Look at a little guy. I'm a little raccoon. That guy gets massive.
Yep.
That guy gets huge very quickly.
It is, especially, it's one of my favorite meta calls in these Reanimator matchups. Not Reanimator, just blue-black matchups. Did he natty into a
Nomads, yeah?
That's so funny. Okay.
So he's gonna untap. So he's gonna have to, unfortunately, because he doesn't have the Delighted Halfling, it's going to eat a force.
Yeah.
Like he's going to untap and then play Nadu, and just gonna get hit with the force. I think. How big is Nethergoyf?
Nethergoyf. We have creature land
instant. So yeah, move to attacks.
Damage 3 or 2?
2. I think it's equal graveyard. Other, yep. I believe it is
number of card types
your
in
graveyard.
Your graveyard.
Yeah.
So it's just 2. Yeah. So we did actually bounce the nomads on course. Now he's off of the white swords.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's a very strong play from Raiden.
Yeah, that's setting him back. That's rough.
This isn't
Misty,
empty, by the way.
yeah, coffee. I'm gonna need it. I'm really sad I didn't get my Red Bull. Getting the basic makes sense.
If you're Ori here, do you even bother playing the Nadu here?
Um,
Because you can't.
we're about to find. Yeah, seems like it. Just jams it.
Just jams it.
Like, because so
Force push force from.
Ori's already on the back foot.
Yeah.
He's up a game, but he's already on the back foot, so he just has to be like just pushing as much as he can.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously blue black tempo here is the beatdown, or Nadu is trying to like stabilize. Force pitching force has gotta feel good for Ori, because that's 2 counter spells that are out.
Yeah.
He's still getting hit with a 2-2 or 2-3, but at a certain point he's like, okay, it's a 2-3, like whatever.
He hit another Nadu.
Top decked another Nadu.
Yeah.
Very strong. I feel, and then yeah, playing it there. Fetch. Getting a. What you getting, bud?
Well, he has a fatal push in hand.
Yes. Okay, so the swamp, and then
Basic swamp.
Or he's probably expecting a fatal push here.
And I assume this is in response.
This has to be in response.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Here's the fatal push.
the fatal push.
Target Nadu,
Target
trigger. Flip force. Imagine. Yeah.
Imagine flipping another Nadu though.
I'd be so.
I would
tempted
just
if I were
laugh.
Raiden.
That's rough for Ori. But so Raiden's only has 1 card in hand. It looks like.
He had 1
Yes.
card in hand.
I flashed it there briefly. I didn't catch it. Ori's still up to like 3 cards, I think.
One of which is the Nomads on core, and I believe. No, we don't know what the other.
I'm about to find out. So it looks like as a blue card.
Is that a force?
It looks like a Force of Will.
I'm just double checking.
Green sun for X equals 3. If this resolves, he goes and gets Nadu.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything. You know he has another Nomad. So if you kill the Nomads, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think you even if he has a kill spell, I think you just
No, I think Ori's just ahead here.
yeah. I think you just let it happen and then be like, okay, I'm gonna have to find another way to kill Nadu later. Which does not feel good for blue black.
Raiden literally just does not have enough cards to keep up with Ori's insane luck here.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
He
He is just hitting every out he needs.
Yeah. Let me pull up the Demir list. I don't know what else could Raiden like. What could Raiden use here?
I mean, he might have like a murder effect. He might have.
Yeah.
But
Murktide might be good-ish. Okay. The Brainstorm. Land.
But yeah, I believe he's also only on, or he's only on 1 surveil. So
Yeah.
here he just grabs. Could grab a basic. Yeah.
Just in case, because he doesn't have a green source. That's not wastelandable.
Yeah. He notably also does have a prismatic ending in hand, so he can go and cast that, target the Goyf. To even Raiden, if he has a counterspell for that,
He's got
if he interacts, sure, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, being in Raiden's seat here is not great.
Is very not good. Is that a Misty on the field?
Yes, there's a Misty underneath.
Oh,
these
and the
sedan.
swords. Oof.
It wouldn't be on the features.
Just has so many
2
answers.
pieces of removal. Yeah.
7.
This one's also about to end. If you want to play Ori,
if you want to play on the, you can play Ori. Like this is, I can't imagine this is going to go well for Raiden.
Yeah.
Like playing against.
Yeah.
He just scoops. They're just getting outvalued.
Yeah. Nadu is a card that needs to be banned, and
Yeah.
I think this is one of the games to showcase that.
Yeah, like looking just look at the life totals. It was like 16 to 10, and Nadu stabilized and just took it.
Yeah.
Just went from out of nowhere, even after getting interacted with so many times.
No, that card is disgusting. Do you want to ask Ori if he wants to play Steven?
Sure. Yeah. All right. So that blue black just had a terrible time.
Yeah.
The absolute just like drawing every answer you needed every single time. Though starting off getting, what was it, double forced? It was counter. It was counterspell.
We
Counterspell.
traded forces.
Yeah.
We traded forces. So like that game, I think we want to be like, he had a Tameo.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's supposed to be like grinding out Tameo, but he felt pressured to wasteland me twice.
Yeah, I'm not
Which
sure.
means like he was really stumbled. Like he really stunted himself on mana. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. So in game one, when you Green Sun for Zero get Dryad Arbor pass, and he just he like draws wastelands you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really just time walking his he just time walked himself.
I know. Yeah.
And it felt like I don't know. How did you feel at that moment?
I felt okay because I kept like my hand was double. I kept my
double
opener was double force. Right?
Yeah.
You had double force, 3 lands, Green Sun, and Nadu.
Yeah.
Right, and then I surveilled for a ponder, found ponder. So it's like I have another blue card to pitch. So I was a lot more comfortable with like forcing back.
Right.
Yeah.
And just forcing that Nadu to resolve, just getting to start getting the value there.
Like for that matchup, he needs to play a frog and protect the frog.
Yeah.
And when he doesn't have the frog, he's pressured into like playing control.
Would you get my water, please? Thank you.
He's pressured into playing control.
Yeah. And it did not seem, and when Tempo was having to play control, that's just very like, it's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling for the Tempo player.
Yeah. And like I'm not pressured to like keep forces in against him.
Yeah,
I can 1-for-1 at all the threats.
Yeah, because you just start slamming threat after threat after threat, and he just eventually runs out of interaction.
Yeah. And even if he has like, if he plays Murktide, we have swords, we have Teferis. Teferis are really good with Murktide.
Right.
Yeah.
So why the version of Bant Nadu that you did? Why not like the Cephalid combo, like the breakfast combo, or what's the other one? There's another one.
Or
right?
like the Elves version.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I guess it's like this is the shell that I'm more comfortable with, like Bant piles, as opposed to like I haven't played breakfast a lot. So like,
okay,
you know, if I have a good hand, I probably know how to play it, but like without enough reps, as you need to make like more tighter decisions.
The very tight, the very niche decisions, and
Definitely.
like threat assessments.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So like, yeah. So yeah, I do feel like I should have played the deck. It wasn't as proactive as I wanted it to be. It was very. I was very lucky. Most of my
you were very lucky.
Yeah. Like most of the games I won, I opened with like Force of Will mana lands.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes perfect sense.
So like
Force of Will is a good card.
Yes, but I would probably have played something more like proactive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like what are you thinking?
Like probably Reanimator or
Blue Black Reanimator. That was the other.
Or like Mono Red. Yeah.
We were originally going to watch the Blue Black Reanimator list, but then the player that we were looking at got the bye. So
Unlucky.
womp womp. Sorry, Nori.
Yeah.
Next time.
All right.
But yeah, so I have to ask. I will be asking every player that plays Nadu. We all know what's coming. Are you prepared for the banning in like 2 weeks?
No, Nadu's not getting banned. It's fine. It's fine. I think if anything, Vaxing Bubble is a problem.
Vexing Bobble is very rough.
Vaxing Bubble is a problem. Yeah.
I still am tilted. I lost their turn on Vexing Bobble in a CDH game. I'm still salty about it.
I feel like when the combo decks are running like 4 Mox, 4 Petal, 4 LED, 4 Vaxing Bubble, something is wrong.
Card's fine. Sounds fine to me.
Yeah. You go like Vaxing Bubble, like play a bunch of rocks, Vaxing Bubble, force check your opponent, nothing. Okay, here's a D-grid, go ahead.
Yeah. Like getting to turn 1 Vexing Bobble into turn 2 defense grid and just giggling.
Yeah.
Be like, there's literally nothing you can do. Teehee, I'm gonna win now. Like, if I get to untap, the game is over. It's just so powerful.
Yeah.
But
I think like the card is initially people haven't been as high on it as they have in Vintage, but like they're
in Vintage.
They're slowly warming up to it.
Good.
Like the mono red list is like 4 Chalice, 4 Bauble. Yeah.
I can imagine.
And you're just like tossing them to Bombardiers. Yeah.
Checking something. Okay, there's still 4 minutes.
Oh, you have the
Yeah, but there's still
you
4
have the
minutes.
caster view.
Yeah, we get to know exactly everything.
Wait, is this caster view? Oh.
But
There should be like a special view for casters.
I guess it makes sense. Like Vexing Bauble is very strong, but
Yeah.
as we just were clearly just demonstrated, the power of Nadu.
Yeah.
The Nadu package is so adaptable. It can do so many different things.
I think, yeah, it makes sense to like if you want to. The gameplay isn't fun. I'll give you
That's
that,
fair.
right?
That's
The
fair.
gameplay isn't fun. It leads to like very long turns, especially in time.
And it causes tracking issues too.
There's definitely that.
That's a big
Especially
problem.
if you're playing the one reason I didn't play like the combo version with Springheart and Tukos is like going through the line is a huge pain.
Having played against it in CDH,
Yeah.
it is not pleasant to sit there and watch.
And there's also so many, but it is really fun though. You can do stuff like Springheart and Tuco Endurance, Springheart and Tuco, Dried Arbor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. All right, well, I can't think of much else.
Okay.
It seems like you guys have been doing very well.
We lost round 1, then we got a bye, and then we won 2 more. So I think we're good.
You're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So, good luck in your remaining rounds. I'm sure, like, things are gonna go well. Like, the Bant Nadi was just so powerful. I can't imagine how Bant Nadi would just lose.
I mean, I think you have a lot of. Okay, so there's a lot of games where like, okay, I can draw all 4 of my Force of Wills, but if he somehow makes me use all of them, I die.
Fair.
Like last game I played against lands, right?
Actual lands or green white depths?
No, it's the 12 post.
12 post. Okay.
The modern version of 12 post.
Okay.
But and like if they could set up like one of my friends plays a deck. If they could set up like Glacial Chasm,
Yeah.
you have no way to win.
That's fair.
Yeah, you're just literally getting decked.
Yeah, because the deck that relies on beats and can't combo out.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe you should consider the breakfast list. Everyone loves a good cephalid breakfast.
Yeah, but then you lose to a lot of more like sideboard cards too.
That's true too. You're getting Leyline of the Voided.
Yeah, and everybody has a good sideboard card these days, and you also get fucked by
We can curse.
You also get fucked by Vexing Bubble.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
With the Shuko.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
and your driver turns like
Drawing dead cards is never fun.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck in your remaining rounds.
All right.
Because I think this is round 4 or 5. We're going to be going into round 5 of 5 and then top 4 cut.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Awesome.
Thank
Good luck
you.
in your next
Bye-bye.
round. All right, chat. My other caster, Andy, has left me.